Hi everybody. This is Malicia, my husband Edwin, and my two daughters, Michaela and Gracelyn. I became part of Internal Word Ministry about 3 years ago. I joined Internal Word Ministry about 3 years ago, and I would say right when I began coming online, the woman of God prophesied to me, which was in 2019, when I when I joined the ministry. About when I joined the ministry, and in March she was having a service one day, and she prophesied that there was somebody who had to return back to school. She then asked who it was who had the urge to go back, and I said it was me. So upon talking to me, she told me she was praying for favor for me to be able to go back to school. We prayed about it, and about a week, I told my husband, like, I wanted to go back to school that same week. And God being so faithful, He made a way through my husband for me to get to school. It was that same week. I think she prophesied on Thursday, and then the following week we had a school offer, and I was supposed to start school the following week. But I got very nervous that I had to actually drop out and then go back the next semester. Through going back to school, I always talk to the woman of God. I test her. We speak. She prays for me on having a successful school, I should say, helping me through school. And it wasn't easy going back, having a baby in between school. I got pregnant in the middle of semesters. Through my pregnancy, everything, I had a severe back pain. And I remember one time we were having a service, and the woman of God prayed for me again. And from then, my back pain, it just disappeared. And she continuously prayed with me. The last bit of it was at my final clinicals. I came to Columbus, where we were supposed to finish my last clinical for graduation. And after we were done with the clinicals, I was done with the clinicals. We were going to go back. And unfortunately, somebody just stole our vehicle with all our stuff, with my laptop, everything in it, my husband's laptops. We had about 4 laptops in there with the kids, all our belongings. And I remember the next day, I called the woman of God and the man of God, and they prayed for me that the laptops, they weren't going to touch it. They would just return them back. And it happened on a Thursday. The next Thursday, God being so faithful, we got the stuff with the tablets back. They took the stuff that you would think they would take, the big stuff, which was the laptops, but then it was the kids' clothes and car seat, which was just so amazing that God preserved the things that I needed for the school for me to graduate. So Internal Word Ministry has impacted my family so much. It's not alone going to school, returning back to school. I had tried to go back by myself for more than, since I finished my BSN, and every time it was like, every time I tried, every school that it wasn't successful. But when God made a way, and it was His time indeed, through the woman of God, it has become a reality. So I am so grateful to God for what he has done for my family through Internal Word Ministry. I am so blessed that my family is part of this ministry. And I hope anybody who is watching me is blessed by our testimony and come to serve God, not to serve the woman of God, but to come and see what God can do also for them.
There's one thing I would like to say. I was very happy today here. My wife did not just graduate from school.
I graduated also from family nurse practitioner. Oh, wow. I know I had to say that. Also, a woman of God will be mad. I didn't say it.
So I had to bring that in. So she didn't just graduate. I would say she graduated with 2 degrees, 1 FMP, and this baby girl that we have here, right? So it hasn't been easy going to school. So when the prophecy came, everything happened like within a snap of a finger. So it happened within like in just a few days, like a week space, everything fell in place. She got a school, and it's like it was so fast. She had to even adapt to that space, right? That pace. And we are so grateful to God. And I don't know, men, we normally don't show emotions, but I just don't know what to say. I'm so grateful to God, and I really thank God for this ministry, the way God is using the man of God and the woman of God to touch and to transform lives. So anybody watching me, I would say this is the place to be. This is the place to be. And also, right after she was about to complete her school, went through a lot, and I'm so grateful for life. And it could have been anything. That day I heard in Columbus there was a lot going on, but through it all, God has seen us through, and we recovered most of our items, which was necessary or key for her graduating. And also some of my items from job was also part of it, and I was worried, and I recovered all these. I'm so grateful to God. And all I would like to say is, if you're watching me, this is the place to be. This is a fertile ground. If you are trusting God for any form of transformation, this is the place to be. If you are trusting God for anything, your finances, any form of blessings, this is the place to be. And Amen. You will never regret it. I have experienced it, and I have lived it. So please, this is the place to be. Thank you.
Thank you.
You are too committed to leave me. Oh Jesus, you are too consistent.